Hey everyone, welcome to Designing Tomorrow's World. I'm Alex.
And I'm Haimish. Today we're diving into the magical world of Harry Potter, but with a twist. What if Hogwarts was built with sustainability in mind?
Yup, that giant, iconic castle we all know and love. Stone towers, endless corridors, floating candles. What would it look like if we redesigned it using real world sustainable architecture principles?
Exactly. We're talking about solar energy, passive design, green roofs, and all the eco friendly innovations that could make Hogwarts a model for greener future, even if it's full of wizards.
So let's be real. As much as we love Hogwarts, from a sustainability standpoint, it's kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a huge stone structure, likely poorly insulated, and it's heated with who knows what. Problem magic. But let's assume firewood and fireplaces, which means a lot of carbon emissions, if they even cared about that in the wizarding world.
And have you seen the number of candles just floating in the Great Hall? It's atmospheric, sure, but what's powering all that?
Right? Even magic has its limits. So let's look at how we reimagine Hogwarts to be more eco friendly without losing that magical charm.
Let's start with passive solar design. Imagine the Great Hall, reoriented to maximize natural light. South facing windows, smart shading, and thermally massive walls to retain heat during the winter.
That alone would cut down on the energy needs a ton. And then solar panels. Hear me out. Enchanted photovoltaic tiles on the rooftops. They blend in with the medieval aesthetic, but soak up solar energy, even in Scotland's cloudy climate.
Love it. And what about green roofs? You could cover the towers and turrets with vegetation. Not only do they improve insulation and absorb rainwater, but they also provide habitats for magical creatures, maybe even miniature hippogriff gardens.
Hippogriff gardens. Now that's a sustainable fantasy. Also, rainwater harvesting would be perfect for a place like Hogwarts. With all those sloped roofs, you could easily install cisterns and rainwater systems. Collected rain could supply the bathrooms, kitchens, even the greenhouses.
Another cool idea, biomimicry. Think structures inspired by natural forms, maybe towers shaped like termite mounds, which self regulate temperature. That's not just efficient, it's very herbology chic.
I can see Professor Sprout loving that. We could also introduce living walls inside the castle. They purify the air, reduce noise, and help regulate temperature naturally.
And let's not forget the Forbidden Forest. Rather than being just a spooky plot device, it could be used as a carbon sink, a permaculture forest for food, medicine, and biodiversity, while educating students on sustainability and magical ecology.
Now, we're not trying to strip Hogwarts of its magic. Our redesign would complement it. Magic and sustainability could work together. Imagine spells to accelerate composting or charms that boost plant growth on green roofs.
Or enchanted windows that adjust transparency based on sunlight. Magic becomes a tool for sustainability, not a crutch that ignores it.
Exactly. So Hogwarts stays magical, but now it's also a leading example of how even the most fantastical buildings can benefit from sustainable thinking.
So, whether you're an architect, a Potterhead, or just dreaming of greener futures, remember, even a centuries old magical castle can be reimagined for tomorrow's world.
Thanks for joining us on Designing Tomorrow's World. We'll be back next time with another deep dive into fantasy, fiction, and the future of design.